Guys, this was the gymnasium, I guess, for the children here in this little town of Blountstown. Really unique looking building. I'm going to do some videos inside of it later.
She plays the dulcimer. She plays the dulcimer. She's playing the dulcimer in here. She said her dad played basketball in that gym. And that would have been like, he would have been 100. So there you go.
Alright guys, this is the jail. If you was a bad boy or a bad girl in Blountstown, this is where they put you. This is where they put you. Look at here.
Sorry.
Man fit his head in there and have a big head. Have a big neck. Check out that jail. Hey, unlock that little door right there. It might be cool in there. Might be able to knock those little cages out of the wall right there. Got one commode. That's it.
Built in 1927.
Wait, he's got to get your feet on Phil.
This is the jail from Alpha that was built in 1927, and both of the architects later ended up in the jail, and one of them caught pneumonia and died.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. But I think it's kind of funny that the architects ended up being like the first ones in there.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah. And then, have you been to any of the other houses?
No, I haven't been to any others yet.
Oh, you'll love it. Over here, that's the Jan house, and the oldest boy. You'll see their rooms. He served in the First World War.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just the ladies over here will give you a history of that.
Yeah, we've talked to one lady. She was colorful. We got to get her story.
Miss Francis, I bet.
Yeah.
The biscuits.
No, it was Judy.
Oh. You've got to talk to Miss Francis. She's been here forever, and she knows everybody.
Okay, we got to go talk to Francis then.
Okay. And over in the Chasin cabin that was built in 1820, you actually have the descendants from the Chasin cabin that are in there that can tell you about it.
Oh, nice. She said
She look like Auntie M from Wizard of Oz.
Clarksville is still a small little area. It's right on what? On the Ford Creek?
20.
Is it Creek? 4 Mile Creek runs behind? Yeah, I want to go over there and see Clarksville.
Ma'am, if you blink your eyes, you miss the town. And have you seen the children's school yet?
No, we actually did talk to Billy. We really did a lot. And this was the waiting room?
Well, you know, I was reading somewhere. I'm figuring out, I think that end was
the waiting room.
Yeah, because this wall was not here. And there was only 2 rooms according to what I've just read. And that back there is now a bedroom because it became a dwelling after he no longer practiced.
Oh, wow.
And so,
Could you imagine if the walls could tell stories?
oh my.
I imagine so.
And he also, I heard this, he loved fish, goldfish, and he had a goldfish pond, and it was a real attraction in the area because that was
That was unique.
unusual.
Yeah. And I saw clocks too. It said he had a collection.
His collection was clocks, and there were clocks all over the walls. A man that used to come to his office was in here a while ago, and he said yes, there were clocks everywhere.
He left his safe full of money right there.
Oh, wow.
And you know what? I just read that he had the safe in his office, and he would loan money And they'd bring the deed to their land and he'd keep it in the safe until they paid back. Isn't that something? I thought that was
This is the doctor's office.
I'm from New Hampshire. We had.
It's a little town here, Blountstown, Florida.
I'm a nurse now. I don't know why, because I had such a fear of Dr. Baker. And they used to tease me and just like to say, Dr. Baker's coming. He didn't have to be coming for me. And under the bed I'd go. Oh my goodness.
He must have gave you a shot. So.
I think he did.
That's funny. But, yeah. He also must have been a farmer, Chris. Says he produced 91 bushels of corn in 1939.
Oh, yeah?
On one
In this
acre.
area, yes.
Oh, look at his dog.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like a kind of a Jack Russell something. What is that? Look at his dog. It's like,
Cute dog, yeah. But that was interesting to me. He planted, what he planted was, it was real new.
whatever
Hybrid corn. And he applied a heavy application of Agricoat, would be fertilizer, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
On the corn.
Trying something new.
Bushels. And I remember our neighbor over in Bristol said he used to make 5 bushel to the
Tell
acre.
her I said you could stay here if you wanted to. Sorry. And they would take it, hello, they take and kill their hog or their domestic hog from the wild. This is a hog kettle, the big bowl down up here. They'd fill it up with water and a lighter knot fire, kind of like I've got going today, but a bigger one, and lots of water. And they'd butcher their hog. And they'd kill him and put him over to call scalding the hog. If they got the temperature just right, they could scrape all the hair off of it. They didn't have thermometers, so every community had a tester man. Go get Uncle John, he knows how to test that water. If Uncle John could hold his 4 fingers down in it 4 seconds, it weren't just right. It would be about 3 seconds. That'd be a hot job, wouldn't it? But too hot of water, really, it would set the hair and you couldn't get it off, and not hot enough, it wouldn't scrape. They were real clean. They'd hang him up and wash him down real good. Or a black hog or red hog's got pretty white skin whenever they get all the hair off of him. They're not busting open yet, are they?
Yeah, they're busted open.
All right, it's time to get them out in just a minute. Okay, they killed the hog, and they're going to use all of it, just about, because they had to. They didn't have a lot to eat. They boiled the head and made a hog head cheese. They cooked the intestines. They put the intestines, put all the little pieces of meat they didn't throw away. They packed in the intestines and made sausage. They eat the liver, the lights, the lungs, the pigtail, the pig feet. They eat all but the squeal, and they use that to start the Model T. Everybody don't get that joke. I told y'all. I ain't told nobody else much today. So even the fat and the skin, if you was at a hog butcher and you'd have a knife, you got to cut it all up real little, and it's called rendering out the lard, cooking out the fat.
At the smokehouse?
We put it in there. If you can get a sack and y'all get new sausage in it, it'll help you. Use that big wire thing. And the lard purifies and cooks down, the fat does, and makes lard. Plenty of uses for lard. Baking cakes, making homemade soap out of their old lard. They made soap. Many, many uses for the lard. They used it. And the skin fries in that grease and it's crackling. It's pork rinds. This is dry. Mom don't have a refrigerator. She can put this by her wood stove in a cloth bag and use to season her greens and her vegetables with, and make crackling bread and put them in your dinner bucket. If you had a crackling dinner bucket, you was considered eating high on the hog. The skin's up high. That's where eating high on the hog comes from.
That looks like a flying saucer, basically. Yeah. So I had another friend drill a hole through the center. They're quite heavy, and I made a drop spindle out of that. And that's my heaviest drop spindle. It's great. It's fabulous. Hi, how are you?
The jewelers have these stone donuts,
Thank you.
and I've made drop spindles out of those.
I
And
think I've seen that. Yeah.
and I actually have a pre-Columbian spindle.
Oh yes, I've seen those. Those are awesome too. The little tiny ones, or yes.
It's teeny tiny.
That would have been for plant fiber, wouldn't it?
It's been tapered at both ends, and there's a whorl with pottery in the middle of it, and they used horsehair from both sides to kind of jam it in there and keep it right in center. And the South Americans are the masters of that because they spun mostly cotton and alpaca, and they were just fine fiber that they spun.
What was you saying about a stone from Tennessee?
She found some in the creek on her property there. That, they call them discoidals. They're not true discoidals. True discoidals have a flattened edge. These taper all the way out to the edge so that it's in cross section it's lemon shaped. But the one that this particular one that she had given me, it was about this big around. She has them all the way up to like that.
Oh, wow.
It appears to be a natural formation there in that particular creek. And I've seen some other unusual things in the creeks up there. But this particular one was heavy, and I really wanted to use it for a drop spindle. So a friend of mine that was a jeweler used a diamond bit, because that's all that would cut it, and put a hole in it, and I put a stick in it.
Oh.
I use it for a drop spindle. I don't have it here today. I just kind of was last minute coming up here with my friend, and so I just threw the wheel in the car and jumped in after it.
We're going to do a little clip here about the bell.
This bell is the one that was made to honor all the people lost in 9/11.
And who made it?
I'm not certain Mr. Willard could tell you who exactly made it. Would you like to come ring it?
Yeah, go ring it.
Is it loud?
Well, that depends on how
How
loud you
hard
ring
I
it.
pull?
Uh-huh.
Don't ring your ears.
Yes, ma'am.
They tell you red, white, and blue.
Yes, ma'am.
Put it on
Okay.
snacks and drinks.
Got a lot of stuff here.
Another $2.
Wildflower honey,
Snacks and drinks.
jams.
$4.30.
Homemade ice cream.
Throw it at her, go ahead. $4.
These are from the blacksmith shop.
I don't know who's in there. Better not smell it up. You better flush when you're done. Check that out. Who remembers these? No, you do, Nina. Pleasant rest.